So after taking the test, I got the results that I had no automatic preference to abled or disabled people. Um, I do agree with the results. I feel like I've always tried to treat everyone equally, and um, I feel like any of those kind of implicit biases that individuals might have or carry um, without being aware of is something that I probably worked on myself or addressed or was taken care of. I don't know, uh, kind of how to explain it, but having a close family member that I've lived with all my life who has some sort of disability and being around other individuals who are also disabled, I think probably helped shape my view and always see individuals from different walks of life or individuals who might have physical or cognitive disabilities all as equal. Specifically for the test, though, I know that we have taken this sort of test before. I think for either like cultural biases or like racial biases, I can't remember, in previous classes. And I'm not sure how accurate I think these tests are because I feel like it probably depends pretty heavily on how quickly you are answering the questions or like trying to connect the wording with the images that you see to whatever um, it's asking you for the task at hand. And I feel like sometimes, even from the times I've done it before, I kind of made errors by just going like too fast. And I don't know. I mean, I guess that is part of the test of like if making those errors are what kind of tells you whether or not you might have some of these biases or not. Uh, but regardless, I think with a test like this, if you know what it's asking you and you kind of take the test at a bit of a slower pace, probably, it can kind of skew the results. Um, so I guess that's something that I did try to do. I try to answer as quickly as possible, even though I made some mistakes. At the end of it all, it still showed that I was kind of down the middle and didn't have any bias one way or the other, um, which I think is an important thing to either have or to always continue to work on for the line of work that we're going to be in with working with different individuals who come from all walks of life and who may or may not be disabled either permanently or just have some sort of injury in the moment that um, is limiting how they are moving in their day to day, and being able to be understanding of that, be empathetic of that, and never judging somebody who might be in one of those situations. I think sometimes as healthcare practitioners, it might be easy to kind of shift blame onto patients when they're not progressing the way that we think they should be, and kind of attributing that to like, oh, maybe they're just not adhering to their exercise program, or maybe they're doing too much, maybe they're just not taking into account all the advice that we're giving them. But I think that's kind of a short-sighted viewpoint, and I think always looking at an individual as the whole person and trying to understand uh, all those small components that make up who they are outside of just like their physical abilities is something that's important to be able to deliver quality care.